And then, so you've been doing that for 20 years now? Is that right?
20 years.
Yeah. Is that mind blowing to you, or?
It is. It's hard to say it out loud. It is. Yep. It doesn't seem like 20 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. I think it shows that not your age.
Here,
Well.
you have another drink.
Foot in mouth here. That's not what I
no
meant.
worries.
Experience.
No, in your
way that
experience.
You communicate.
Yeah.
And quality, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's,
Yeah.
I mean, First American Title does have really good escrow officers. Like, everybody in that building does a really good job. The one thing that I've appreciated about you is how you communicate. And maybe it's just because we communicate in the same, I mean, I'm sure that's probably what has a lot to do with it. And I like the way that you communicate, but it's very clear. It's very concise. It just, when people ask you questions, it just comes out very easily. And I like that. If there's people fumbling over their words, it becomes hard to trust them because they're not confident in what they're saying, which just tells me that they don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
So, and that's for me anyway, that's just one of the things that I've appreciated about you since getting to know you. So,
Well, one of the things I appreciate is you also communicate good, bad, or indifferent. A lot of people could communicate when it's always good news. Like, that's easy. Everybody's looking for the layup, the easy one. But you'll jump in even when it's not probably the most opportune time and still communicate what needs to be done or how it needs to be done, regardless of whether people want to hear it or not. I think that's a big reason of why I utilize you, for escrows, and it just makes such a big difference. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
Well, I've just learned through experience, through doing the job. And back in the day, they used, people would throw, it's escrow, throw escrow under the bus type of stuff. And, in escrow, people, you know what I mean, just kind of, fluff over it. Oh, there's a problem, it's fine. But I learned, if you're just honest and you're upfront and you know what, hey, potential problem, or hey, it's a problem, you can address it. And everybody, you want to overpromise, underdeliver, or what is it? Wait, I said that wrong. Underpromise, over, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That type of scenario.
Right.
And just being honest. I mean, that's what I've learned just through experience working the job. It's like, I just started, like you said, good, bad, or the ugly, you know what I mean? I'm just honest. I'm going to call up those realtors. Yeah. You just rip off the Band-Aid, and it is what it is. And so that's my style. And so, it's like you say, reading people and like, how well, you like my communicative style, it clicks with some people, and some people, not so much. Everybody communicates a little bit differently. Yeah. So, but.
You also make it very clear and easy to understand. Like, I know when I first started, I didn't know the language. It was all Greek. And every time I was sitting at your table, it was very, very clear. Like, I knew what was going on. I felt like I understood it. And there was no confusion at all, which was really nice, because that's not quite true to all the escrow tables I've sat at, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's confidence too. Like, good, bad, or indifferent, like you're saying. Like, if you can express confidence, like, hey, this is what it is, blah, 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 blah. If it's good, it's bad. The people that are sitting on the other side of the table, they can be like, okay, this guy's got it, or Vanessa's got it, or Robin's or Dan's got it. Like, it's that confidence that you display when you talk about it. No matter the circumstance, people feel that, and they feel better about it, and they can trust you better that way. So
Yeah, I think when people feel that they're not confident in the other individual, and then they start to get nerves, and that fear starts embedding in them. So having the ability to convey trust to that individual keeps them from being fearful and then, running to another direction, possibly harming their transaction in some cases, right? Which that happens quite often. But getting them to say, hey, this is where we're at, but we have a resolution, or we have a solution, is paramount on them not sabotaging their next move as a consumer. Because I think that's the knee-jerk reaction, is if somebody doesn't give them the answer or the direction, or just simply stay put while we figure it out, like, that means a lot. If you could tell somebody to stay put, like, and they trust you and believe you, they'll let you figure it out. Otherwise, they are literally burning bridges on the backside.
Yep.
It's emotion. I mean, it's basically, it's that transference of emotion. And when when you're realistic with people, this is what it is. They know that you're not covering, it's like you said, it's just building trust. I want you to trust me. This is what it is. This is what happened. This is what isn't going to happen. This is how we're going to deal with it. Or these are the options. Right. Which option do you want to take? It's just addressing the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something that Nancy taught me that I will try to never let go. Like that, I'm a very emotional person to begin with. Like I get emotional pretty easily. Shut up, Robin. I can see the look on your face.
I did it first.
You did it first? Yeah. But anybody who knows me knows that I'm super emotional, but that is not our job. Our job is not to get up to the same level as our clients. They're making one of the biggest transactions they've ever made in their life, and they're emotional about it, and they have every right to be.
Right.
Our job is to keep them level and keep them thinking clearly, or to think clearly for them so they can make sound decisions. Right. Because when people are emotional, there's science, and I don't know all the science behind it, but when you can stay out of that emotional side of your brain and you can stay into, I can't really remember what it's called, but if you can stay into that where you're staying emotional and you're able to make decisions, you're so much better. And that's our job.
Right.
Right. As real estate professionals, they look to us for that.
Right.